So right now I'm going to be doing a hair tutorial for you guys. I was asked by Limpa28 to do a hairstyle that I did in just my previous video, and it is a bumper bangs with Liberty curls pushed forward, and it creates this really great like kind of hat of hair. And yeah, and so that was actually the first time I tried that hairstyle. Well, the first time I'd actually worn it for a video or anything at all. And yeah, I made it a different way than what you would normally see. I see a lot of people saying that you should use a rat for that kind of hairstyle, the big bumper bangs, and I don't have that available to me right now. But what you would do if you had a rat, it's like a hair net thing that's like kind of long, like a sausage, and you roll your hair up with it and pin it down, and it gives it the volume that you need and the shape. So yeah, you would use that if you had a rat, or you can save up your own hair and make a rat by putting your hair in a net. Some people don't really like to do that. I don't really feel like doing it, not because I think it's like unsanitary or anything. I just don't feel like that, and I don't have a net fabric with me right now that I could use. Anyways, so how I'm gonna do it is the way that I learned in my vintage hairstyling book. And vintage hairstyling asks that you use a little tiny rubber band like this. And so yeah, you would use this rubber band and you put your hair in a little ponytail in the front, and then you curl your bangs or whatever you have up here in the front, and then pin it and kind of make the shape yourself. And it is a little more difficult. I mean, I haven't tried the rat one, but I figured the rat one would be very simple, and this just requires a little more skill, so don't worry if you don't get it the first time, because I didn't get it the first time either. Let me show you some other things that you'll need. So first of all, your magic secret weapon for this hairstyle will be your little rubber band. It's not going to work if you have a regular hair tie. I don't have one around me. But yeah, it's not going to work if you have a regular hair tie. You need something really thin, like a little kid's rubber band, or just any kind of small rubber band. I got this off of, like, I think a bag of bread or something, and I've been using it, so it's fine. And so your brushes, you will need a regular hairbrush like this, and you don't need all of these items, but it really behoves you to have all of them, you know, at your leisure or whatever. But this item is very important. This is a fine-tooth comb with a little hair parter at the end. It's like a little stick. I used to use a chopstick and just a regular like fine-tooth comb, and that works too. Or even like a pencil or a pen or something, just anything to part your hair, that's fine. But I mean, it's a lot easier using this when the tools are connected to each other. You're going to need clips, whatever kind of clips you're going to need to pin your hair back throughout this process. Double pronged clips are also good to have. You can get all these things at Sally's hair supply. Oh yeah, and then a decent amount of bobby pins. I don't have that many right now. But I'm sure if I looked around my room I would have a whole new package. And the sprays that you will need this Tresemme Thermal Care hairspray. It protects your hair from heat damage, and I'm almost out of this. It's $5 at your local store. I found this actually at a grocery store. So yeah, that's really good to use. And then just any old hairspray that you like, something with a good hold. This is a Suave Max Hold, number 8, obviously. I also like to use Rave and Aquanet. Those are some good brands. So you have all your stuff. Oh yeah, and then you want your hair curler. This is on right now, so I'm just heating it up while I tell you guys what's going on. So you got all your stuff, and you're ready to start doing your hair. So let me bust this up a little bit. My mirror is right here in front of me, so I'm going to be looking over there a lot, but don't think I'm neglecting you. And so first you're going to want to create your little pompadour in the front. If you have very thin hair, or if you have a weird haircut like mine where you have bangs and then long hair, you're going to want to make a kind of very long V, maybe not all the way back to the back over here, but somewhere close to that, just so you have enough volume in your bump. So I'm just going to grab my blonde from over here and go on down with my parter. Make that even, because I mean, although this part of the hair is not, you know, featured when you do your hairstyle, it's definitely going to show. And so I'll just cut this off a little bit over here, and then continue on from this side. And you can make this, I mean, you can't make it as wide as you want, but you can definitely, you know, go different ways with it. You can only grab a little bit over here, or you can grab from temple to temple. It really just depends how much you want. I'm just going to grab from each corner of my eyebrow and go up in that diagonal way. Gather my hair, make sure my part is clean. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm gonna skip this song because I don't like it. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry you had to see it. Let's see if a good one comes on. I'm using Pandora Radio, and it's on Blitzkid Radio right now, but it's not playing good music. I think I went through all the good music already. Anyway, so you've got this, right? You've got this weird chunk of hair on the top of your head. Just brush it out a little bit. Make sure it's smooth. And now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to put it in the ponytail, and then I'm going to curl it. And so, okay, it's going to look pretty dorky because your hair is going to be like a unicorn horn on the front of your head. But, you know, it's going to create something really beautiful, so don't worry about it. And also, like, depending upon how low or how high you want the base of the ponytail to be to your forehead, it'll show on how high your pompadour is on your head. So there it is, the dorky this thing. I know it's weird, it's funny. But now we're going to curl it, and we're going to make it look a little cuter. And so just spray it with your thermal spray. I like to spray a lot on the bottom because that's where my hair is bleached and it needs the most help. And go crazy with this stuff, you know, it's good for your hair. I mean, it's not good to douse your hair in it, but it's definitely going to keep it protected against the heat. And I guess, you know, the more help the better, why not? And so you get your curling iron. Mine is set on high right now. And give it just a... See, this is where this comes in handy. You can push your hair up into here and not burn your finger. And so just curl it for a quick second. Pull it off with... Whoa! That didn't work out. Let's curl it one more time. It needs to be in there just a little longer. So you're going to want to get something ready because you're going to pin this down. So grab your bobby pins or grab your clips. I'm going to use these clips right here, the double prong ones. They're really good for curling your hair because they don't leave indentions and they hold very well. So here we go. Pulled it off the loop. Came undone a little bit. That's okay. And you roll it up. You saw how I rolled it up right here? So it's like a wheel in front of your head. And you're just going to fan it out very lightly. Just make it like maybe 2 inches wide, and then pin it down and let it set. This will probably be a 2-part video because this hairstyle requires a little bit of time and work. So now we're just going to work on the sides while this is setting up here. So you've got your little pomp. You can choose to put some hairspray in this if you like, or just leave it and set it. The thermal spray is also like a hair shaper. So there's that. And now we're going to work on our sides. And if you know how to do Liberty curls or victory rolls or however you decide to call them, then this part will come fairly simple to you. But the thing is, we can't actually put the curls up until we have this rolled out. Because you want them to match up with the ends of this, so it's kind of like one singular shape. But right now I'm just going to separate my hair, just going from the front of my ear to where my hair parts in the back, up here on the top of my head. And you know, you don't necessarily have to curl your hair in order to have your victory roll stay up. You can just not curl them and just, you know, finger wave it out, and yeah, then there you go. So right now I'm just going to curl it lightly with my fingers and just create a loose pin curl. Pin it in place with a clip. There we go. So that's just up right now, and it's just like kind of, I don't know, I like to do it just a little bit beforehand just so it kind of learns where it's supposed to go. And what you're really looking for is this upward action of your hair, because you're going to eventually want to swoop this all the way up here, and it's not going to look natural if you don't kind of curve it up, you know, and give it some schooling. So let's just do the other side real quick. From the front top of your ear up to your line of the hair, separate that, and just kind of brush it up. And then make a victory roll. If you guys don't know, here you can't see my hands, you can do 3 or 2 fingers will create a decent sized roll. Roll the hair around your fingers, doesn't matter how sloppy it is, you can always fix it. And then continue that rolling motion down onto your head. Ooh, that was a little tough one. So we've got this one going on over here too. And like I said, you know, you just want them to go up. That's all you're trying to do. Now, I think we can start working on this one. Or maybe I'll stop the video and continue a new one because I'm almost out of time. So, yeah, I'll just continue on a next video. And so this is your prep. If you want your hair curled in the back to add some volume, you can do that. You can leave it straight. It looks fine either way. So now click on the next video.